Hello and welcome to our latest Training into Practice video. Today we are going to talk about evaluator credibility. It's one of the utility standards set forth in the JC standards, and their description of this concept provides us with guidance on how to assess our current evaluator or a potential evaluator. This issue is important because the credibility of your evaluator directly links to the overall credibility of your evaluation. A credible evaluator can help your coalition with issues like fostering effective partnerships, sustaining your efforts, ensuring that the evaluation is useful and accurate, and enhancing the coalition's reputation. We have come up with a list of questions that you can use as a basis for discussion when assessing your current evaluator or hiring a new evaluator. We will provide the question followed by a brief description of what you should be looking for in the answer. So let's get started. The first questions are, what are your evaluation credentials? And the follow-up is, how have your credentials impacted your approach to evaluation? We are trying to uncover two things here. First, what kind of formal training does the evaluator have? Second, are they self-aware enough to articulate how that training impacts their approach to evaluation? Next, what kinds of professional organizations do you belong to, and how are you involved with them? While we want to know if they are part of a community of evaluators, we also want to know how active they are in the field. Being an active part of professional organizations demonstrates a commitment to the practice and may indicate some level of leadership in the field. Our next questions involve staying up to date with the field. How do you stay current with research and best practices in evaluation? And what recently discovered research or approach excites you? Why does it excite you? These questions are important because they demonstrate that the evaluator is up to date on a wide range of tools and approaches that they can use for your evaluation. It might also be helpful to know what kinds of evaluation topics resonate with the evaluator, since these topics might be applicable to your situation. Now, I'm sure that some of you recognize this flower representing the Strategic Prevention Framework, which is used nationally as a process for addressing health issues at the community level. Because there are many types of programs and approaches to health and prevention, it would be helpful to ask the evaluator, what experience or knowledge do you have with our program or approach, and what evaluation challenges might have to be overcome with our approach? Of course, ideally, you are looking for someone who can demonstrate experience with your situation, and at the very least, someone who has done their homework and is able to address the second question even if they don't have a lot of experience with the model. The next question asks, how do you assure that meta-evaluation or oversight occurs for evaluations that you are involved in? Meta-evaluation is a concept that comes up time and again in best practice models for evaluation and evaluators. You want to know how comfortable the evaluator is with having other people oversee their work. Perhaps there is someone in your community who is respected enough to fill this role. Often, evaluators can be viewed skeptically as people who are trying to judge someone's work or value. This can be an important inhibitor to a quality evaluation and can be rationalized as an attack on the evaluator, a kind of who are they to judge me situation. Therefore, it's often a good idea to ask, how do you typically assess and manage evaluation anxiety among stakeholders? Here, you are looking for evaluators who show enthusiasm in working with stakeholders to assess their fears, as well as some ways they have tried or will try to deal with this issue. Of course, an important piece of credibility is respect for the evaluator. We also know that respect must be earned, so you probably need to know how they will address the issue of trust and respect. How do you plan on demonstrating to stakeholders that you understand and respect their perspectives, needs, and values? What to look for here is we want to make sure that the evaluator is respectful and inclusive of all stakeholders, and that they reach out to stakeholders in a consistent manner while showing respect and concern for their issues. This also provides an opportunity to discuss how they intend to discover who the stakeholders are. And finally, the evaluator plays a key logistical role in the evaluation, so you might want to ask, what kinds of tools, processes, or practices do you use to keep the evaluation moving forward and on schedule? Credibility can be severely hampered if there is a perception that the evaluation is out of control, as demonstrated by missed deadlines or missing data. Inability to manage timelines will often result in lower quality evaluation outputs, such as reports. Ideally here, you are looking for someone who demonstrates that they have a system for organizing their work. You also would look for their approach to managing things when things don't go smoothly. These questions should go a long way to helping you make good decisions about how to improve your evaluation or how to hire an evaluator. Keep 3 things in mind as you try to apply this material. First, credibility should clearly be established at the beginning of the evaluation. Poll stakeholders, ask them what kind of qualifications they think are important, and then work with them throughout the assessment or hiring process. Second, you don't have to use all these questions. Your stakeholders probably have unique concerns about credibility, and it's important to prioritize these questions to match their concerns. Finally, credibility today does not necessarily equate with credibility tomorrow. Credibility, like trust, needs to be consistently managed. If you would like a list of these questions in PDF format, please drop me an email at wgeary@globalevaluationsolutions.com. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like or comment on the video. I know how crazy evaluation work can get, so just remember the words of the Eagles who sang, "Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy." Bye-bye, everybody.